All right, we're back. So first round here, we're gonna see. Looks like no card out of Sabine here, and we'll see a regional governor. Oh, yeah, Dillen calling out the Sabine play. That's pretty good. Stopping Sabine from deploying turn one is quite nice. We'll see an ECL come down for the Echo Base defenders, taking care of that regional governor, and a Death Trooper will finish off that Echo Base. Very solid start here for Dillen. Not exactly what you want to see if you are a Hippo. And we'll see a system patrol craft come down for Dillen. Hippo wasting some time with a Sabine ping. And we'll see Dillen pass. He's going to pass again. And we'll see Sabine get traded into by those Death Troopers. But we'll have a second card, Battlefield Marine, come down for Hippo. And Dillen will take the initiative. Yeah, pretty powerful hands for both of these guys. We do see an overwhelming barrage to take care of the Sabine this turn, um, or potentially a Baze with the initiative. A Baze could come down, take care of the, or at least deal some damage to the Sabine, and then act as a Sentinel. Not a bad option either. I think the guaranteed kill with the overwhelming barrage is slightly more powerful. So I expect that's the play that we're going to see from Dillen here. In fact, he's actually going to put down the bays. Oh, maybe not. Definitely a thinker on that one. Yeah, Barrage will kill Battlefield Marine and deal 2 damage to Sabine. Good play. And we'll see a K2SO come down here, followed by Krennic. And Krennic will hit the base for 2, healing 2. And then we'll see 5 go into the base from that System Patrol Craft. System Patrol Craft is definitely holding down that entire side of the board. Hippo's going to instantly resource the X-Wing since it's going to be so hard for him to get something down in that arena and have it stick. Of course, the main card that's worth it up there anyway is the Red 3. And we'll see, in this case, Fleet Lieutenant come down. Sabine will hit the base 4 or 5. And we'll see a Cargo Juggernaut take out the K2SO, heal 4, and then put a shield on after taking the damage. So, yeah, very good play there from Dillen. Definitely a heads up one. And I think in this situation, with both ECLs spent, Krennic can hit the base here with impunity, keep himself healthy, and continue to heal too. Kaz will come down. And that'll be a full 4 damage. Hipo now has some tough calls to make. Keeping the wing leader or the fleet lieutenant could be a really solid play. Of course, the U-wing reinforcements to stay in the late game a little bit longer. I think we can. I think we can expect the wing leader and the Green Squadron A-wing to be discarded. But the other two cards are definitely powerful options. He's going to keep the wing leader. He's going to keep all three. Dillen will retain the initiative. Juggernaut will clear off that fleet lieutenant, staying healthy with that shield. And we'll see a U-wing reinforcement come down this round. Not bad at all. Wing leader in this case, having two of them potentially for 6 is not bad. Also, he could go with a battlefield marine, a wing, and a wing leader. So building up a big board. I think the easiest one to say is fleet lieutenant guarantees Sabine attacks this round for 5, in fact, and then probably an echo based defender or a wing leader to make it hit even harder. That could definitely be a powerful move here. Yeah, in fact, with a wing leader, that could be Sabine hitting for 7, which I think is quite good. Is that he's going to go for the double wing leader. That'll give Sabine 4 experience. Practically unheard of. I think cell block is just a mandatory play at this point. Having that sentinel is going to be very nice. That's why I was kind of leaning towards the wing leader plus fleet lieutenant combo. But at least Sabine will get 1 damage to the base. And Dillen's going to retain that initiative. That is pretty good. That subblock guard coming down there definitely saved him a ton of damage. And now the Cargo Juggernaut can go ahead and trade off that Sabine. Very good play there from him. Those wing leaders, he's not really too worried about them because he has Sentinel in the air. But a fleet lieutenant can definitely worry him a little bit. And we'll get another Cargo Juggernaut, healing 4 from the base and entering shielded. And a red 3 out of Hipo. At this point in the game, though, he's got a little bit of a damage advantage, and he'll be able to see that 4 cause I believe in, which will definitely help. and a Vader in hand for Dillen. This means that the Fleet Lieutenant could go down to the Vader, and Krennic could be potentially swinging for 9 damage, I believe. Yeah, 9 damage this round, which is quite substantial. And we'll see 4 Cause here. Hipo holding off on the Dodonna. He wants to get as much value as he can out of that. Oh my goodness. And he'll whiff on the, not completely, but hit 2 out of the 4 on the 4 Cause I believe in. And all 4 of those are going in the trash. At 9 resources, we could definitely see Inferno here and Darth Vader. But holding the Vader off for as long as possible is going to be really good. He can kill the Dodonna. We might see that deployed here from Hipo. Could also go with the Sabine ping. Oh, but he's going to just take the initiative. Oh, I guess it's Force now. Since he's at such low HP. Yeah, so good on Hipo to recognize that fact. I completely missed it there on my first look at it. And we'll just see a Super Laser Tech come down here for Dillen. And a Inferno 4. And I think Hipo has nothing. Yeah, that's going to be a concession for game 1 here, going the way of Dillen. So, great play there from Hipo and from Dillen. Dillen recognizing when the fact he had more damage potential than his opponent, even though he was the control player, and capitalizing on that by continuing to swing damage into the base round after round. And of course, at the end of the day, damage on the base is what wins this game. So being able to recognize the fact where you have a clear advantage and you can push that, even if you get kind of close to dying yourself, of course you want to be able to deal as much damage as possible. So yeah, Dillen definitely playing the way you're supposed to there. Let me see if I can't get these lists up. I do apologize. They are on the list from last round. Let me see if I can't just pull them up. Well, it doesn't matter anyway. The kind of cards that Dillen is going to bring in here are anti aggro cards, and of course, Hipo. We know his sideboard includes Wolf and includes the Fang Fighters, and the Fang Fighters and the Wolf are the cards I expect him to bring in against a Krennic deck. Yeah, here's Dillen's list real quick. So we could see cards like Vigilance. We could see another Takedown brought in. We could also see a Dooku. I think the Vigilances make sense. Obviously it costs 6 in this game, but healing 5 and killing a Sabine unit is going to be powerful. He can certainly take out some relentlesses to make room for that, or he can reduce the size of his Vaders. Something along those lines would make a lot of sense. So, yeah, if you're just joining us now, this is the Take the Initiative tournament, the final round, Hipo versus Dillen. And Dillen missing a 2-drop on the first round. Kind of unfortunate, but he'll at least be able to trade it with the cell block guard and keep the initiative. Sabine pings, and then Sabine drops. I think a Baze here makes a good chunk of sense. Being able to soak up 3 damage, staying alive, and having Sentinel is very good. The grit on Baze is amazing. Makes him quite the tank, and he can push out tons of damage as well. We'll see Dodonna come down. And a ping from the Sabine leader. And Hipo now having to think whether or not he can safely deploy Sabine right now. Of course, if the Sabine unit card was able to hit the Baze right now, that would deal 4 damage. And in return, Sabine would stay alive with 1 HP. And if the Sabine leader then attacked afterward, the Sabine leader would die due to all the damage on Baze. But I think the play here might be to sacrifice the unit in place of the leader if you just reverse the actions of attack. That way, Sabine still gets her ping off for 1 damage to the base and ultimately stays alive, while the Sabine unit takes the brunt of the attack. In both cases, Baze will die and 1 Sabine will die. But Hipo's going to decide not to go for the attacks. And we'll see a Gideon Hask come down and ECL onto the Sabine leader, killing her. But she will have 6 HP, so yeah, he'll have to decide if he wants to go for the Dodonna instead. I think going for the Dodonna here is the correct play anyway. Yeah. Because Gideon Hask will remain alive behind a safe Sentinel like Baze, and Baze will retain the +1/+1 counter. Steadfast Battalion, though, will come down, clear off the Baze, and Dillen will take 1 to the base. Yeah, Sabine Wren unit can kill the Gideon Hask without taking any return damage using the on-attack ability. And we'll see Krennic go to the base. I think the play here for Hipo is just to take the initiative. Honestly, Krennic hitting the base is not as important as important enough to not kill Steadfast first action next round. This means that Hipo here can definitely either choose to take off the Krennic leader using the damaged Steadfast, or he can do a full 7 damage to the base. In any case, that is a disgusting play, and he's going to take care of that Krennic. Yeah, not exactly a fantastic play there from Dillen, letting that Steadfast live. But and Steadfast is still technically alive, although it will die at the end of the round. But he's able to recover here pretty well, using the takedown to take care of the Sabine leader. 2 HP. Will deploy a, or Dillen will deploy a regional governor, calling out Ewing, and we'll see the Sabine unit deal 5 to the base. Very solid round there from Hipo, taking full advantage of the board state and being able to push through quite a chunk of damage there. Dillen will take the initiative, and we'll see a wolf come down for Hipo. And Steadfast will die at the end of the phase. Death Troopers will come down, take out the wolf, and put 2 damage onto the regional governor. This makes her a 2/2, so she's easier to deal with, but she will have an extra damage that she deals. And that will be 9 damage to the base with the Rebel Assault. Fighters for Freedom, good card. Whenever you play a red card, deal a damage to the base. That might give some legs here to Hipo to push through the final bits of damage. And a Sabine ping will put Dillen up to 7 damage on the, or 17 damage on the base. Reinforcement Walker will deploy, discarding an overwhelming barrage to heal 3 from the base. That'll keep him alive at least this round. Potentially. And Sabine will deal 1 damage to the base, killing off the cell block. Death Troopers will trade into the Battlefield Marine, and we'll see a red 3 dealing 1 damage to the base. I believe that was already done. Yep. Regional Governor will trade off the Sabine Ren unit. And I don't believe Dillen has an answer here for this amount of damage. If Poor Cause can somehow deal less than a damage, he can live to fight the next round. But yeah, that'll... Actually, no, sorry, just playing For a Cause will deal 1 damage. And that'll be GG. Yeah, well played there. Hipo keeping it tight and organized, allowing that Fighters for Freedom to stay alive for as long as it did. Fortunately for Hipo, he did draw all red cards, so every single card that he put down was an additional damage instantaneously. And of course, red 3 giving raid 1 to all of your ground units, especially the Fighters for Freedom, able to swing into the base there for 4 damage, was quite powerful. See a regional governor calling out Sabine. See a Star Viper deployment. And Battlefield Marine will get a +2/+2. Dillen will swing 1 to the base. And Battlefield Marine will go for 5. Dillen retains the initiative, and Sabine will ping for an additional 1 damage. Yeah, we're on for an exciting game 3 here, folks. Yeah, big Battlefield Marine to start things off is a nasty start. But I think there is some playability here out of Dillen's hand. Baze can help save 5 damage this round. And potentially next round we could see a Gideon Hask or something similar. Zordium will heal 2 and kill the wing leader. And we'll see another 5 damage from the Battlefield Marine. Baze will protect against Sabine's attack, so it wasn't a too late or anything like that. I think that was actually a pretty good play, letting the Battlefield Marine tap itself out, so that way Baze could stay alive for next round, where Dillen could potentially use him on offense to take care of a leader or maybe kill off the Battlefield Marine if the Baze has damage. We'll see Sabine ping here, and I think Regional Governor can afford to just hit the base. I like where Dillen is headed with this. He's keeping on the pressure of damage while not taking too much himself for being turn 3. Taking 11 is not the worst position to be in the world. Donna will come down for Hipo here. And I guess he's calculating through here what his options are, but it looks like he's not going to attack with Sabine. I think he might have been hoping for a Steadfast Battalion in that hand, but he did not top deck it. He did get a U-Wing reinforcement, though. So not a bad card to have, especially when you have a Sabine on the board. Wing leaders become very important. And yeah, we're going to see a Gideon Hask here take care of that Dodonna, giving a experience to the Baze and taking 4 damage himself. And on the Krennic deploy turn, having a buffed up Baze like that is very nice. Spec Force will turn off the Sentinel for this round. And I think we're going to see the Star Viper attack the base here. Dealing 3 damage, of course, and healing 2. A2 could ambush the Baze here, dealing 4 damage while staying alive. I think that could be a solid play. Of course, Baze doesn't need to be attacked this round, but K2 does fit the amount of resources. He's going to hit the Gideon Hask, it looks like, giving Baze an extra experience and killing off both himself and the Gideon Hask, dealing an additional 4, 5, 6, 7 damage to the base, I believe. 6 damage. Let's see. Yeah, 1, so 3, 6. Yeah, of course. And Battlefield Marine will deal 5, putting Dillen up to 20 damage. Potentially 23 after Sabine attacks, if Sabine can attack. Krennic will heal 2, take 2, and kill off the Spec Force soldier. And Sabine will deal 3 to the base. Dillen will go ahead and claim the initiative. This will hopefully allow him to find some answers here to this relentless board pressure that Hipo is able to put down. Between a for a cause I believe in, all the attacks, K2SO, and Red 3, I would say he's got plenty of options to potentially win this game right here. And Dillen can still heal 4 this round, and he won't take a ton of damage if he plays this out right. It's really hard to tell. There's so many moving parts. I think a good attack to start out with is probably that regional governor. Just to spend some, one attack. He can do it into the Sabine, so the regional governor stays alive, and it'll put that Sabine at risk of dying to the bays. We could also see bays attack first, of course, into the Sabine. Krennic's going to go ahead and deal to the base. It's good to get that healing out of the way, so for a cause won't instantly win here. But we will see for a cause here. Oh no, okay. Only 2 damage to the base off of that for a cause. We do see a second one though, which will quite probably be in his hand, as well as a wolf. A very powerful card to deal with Krennic. And of course, that is public knowledge, so Dillen just asking to get a little bit of a refresher there. And he's able to put down some serious pressure now. The red 3 is interesting. I like attacking the base here, and potentially Dillen has a win condition. If he does 1 damage to the base with the regional governor, Hipo is all tapped out. So the maximum damage the Battlefield Marine can do in 1 attack, or maximum damage Hipo could do in 1 attack, is 5. 6 with the Battlefield Marine. Bays did have 7, so he could have tanked the entire 5 and won the game right there. Yeah, I think that was a little bit of a misplay if he would have gone regional governor first. But now all Dillen needs to do is hit the base for 1, and then claim the initiative, which I believe is going to be forced. Wow, this is getting real tight here. And Hippo's going to claim the initiative here. This will allow Dillen to put down some ground units and space units and look through the top 2 cards and call exactly what's going to be coming next. I liked one of those cards, and he'll be able to see the U-wing reinforcement in hand. Ooh, not a bad draw at all. Drawing into a vigilance could save him from certain death here. If Baze is allowed to hit the base at all, it's game over in Dillen's favor. We'll see Ewing here looking for a sentinel, something to save Hippo. He will get to pull 5 more. He does pull an Echo-based defender. That will be huge. Is it enough? Potentially not. We're going to see a Vanquish or a Vigilance. And yeah, Hippo going for the concession here. Wow, there's the Fleet Lieutenants that he was looking for. Anything like that. A Fleet Lieutenant wins the game right there for him. 6 damage to the base with Sabine. Really unfortunate that he didn't draw a single one there, but I believe he only had a couple left. Yeah. It definitely came down to the wire. One of the most exciting matches I've seen in a while. Dillen pulling it out 2-1. Absolutely insane. Yeah, Baze Malibus putting in the work. Just counting his number of Fleet Lieutenants. Yeah, the Donna, anything that gives it an attack bonus would have been nice there. I think he did use 2 of them this game, so maybe not this game. Maybe it was a game before. But in any case, yeah, great plays from these guys. And yeah, be excited to see what happens next season. Congrats to Dillen again for taking it down. I know he put in a lot of work to be here. So yeah, maybe better luck next time, Hippo. Of course, he was the champion last season, so he can definitely do it. And having a top 2 showing again is pretty awesome to see. So yeah, congrats to Hippo as well for making it as far as he did. I thought he all the games that I casted of his were absolutely insane to watch. He definitely knows the Sabine deck very well, and yeah, a bit unfortunate there with the pull at the end, but you know, such is the life when you're dealing with card games. So yeah, have a great rest of your guys' weekend. I will check in with you guys next season.